Howdy folks, welcome to a demo of Data Center. We're going to take a quick look at this. It caught my eye because this is basically what I do for a living. I haven't actually been in a data center probably a decade. I just work with the servers now. I haven't actually physically been to a data center in a long time, but I spent 10 or 15 years in and out of data centers, designing them, rack and stuff, all kinds of things like that. So this did catch my eye. I don't know what to expect. I did start a new game and then immediately saved and exited. I just wanted to see if the demo could actually load to save, because they don't always. We'll see what we got. I have zero expectations because I don't know anything about this. It just caught my eye. And I do IT infrastructure for a living. So, yeah. Buy rack in the online store. All right. What we got here? Ooh. We got some cable management. Nice. Do we have hot and cold aisles? Can't really interact with the floor. Anyway, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. A little bit of a herky-jerky there. Shop. Servers, switches, racks. Doesn't say which one I want. That's a patch panel, so okay. Do I double click? There we go. Mount the rack on the rack mount. Oh, we have a truck that delivered it. Got ourselves a push cart. That's where we get parts, maybe. I assumed it was bringing the rack to me. It wants me to put it there. Okay, where is the rack? Am I dumb? Possibly. Oh! Sure. It's in this tiny box. It's an inflatable rack. Yeah. That's a ticket. Oh, look at that. It magically grew. Nice. I mean, there has to be some concessions for gameplay. One of my jobs many years ago was to install high-performance computing clusters. So they would build big clusters, anywhere from a half rack to 12 racks or whatever. They would build it at the facility, and then they would tear that all down, crate it up, and ship it out. I would go out to the customer site, unpack it, and hook it all up and make sure it worked and train the customer. It was a really fun job. But sometimes UPS would deliver these giant wooden crates laying down, in spite of markings all over the crate saying, "This way's up." And I was out there by myself one time. I had to stand one of those crates up, about an 800-pound crate. That was fun. But anyway, buy Switch in the online store. Wonder why my back hurts now that I'm 50. System, mainframe, switches. So we have a network switch 1U. That's got RJ45. This has SFP. I'm assuming it wants us to go for this one. Not enough XP. Okay, I have 140 XP. Buy switch in the online store. 230 XP. What am I missing here? Buy yellow server. Oh, I have to do this first. Got it. And then I have 150 XP. Is that enough for the switch? No. Okay. Well, I guess we'll take the we'll get some more XP for putting the server in the rack. Oh, look at that. It's an actual server. Nice. Is it like a 2U? Are they differentiating? I'm guessing this is the front. It doesn't say what U location it wants it at. It just says put it in the rack. I'm going to put it right here. Oh no, this is the front. All right. So in theory, this would be a cold aisle right here. Okay, so this is your basic rack mount server. All good. I have to hold E to resume. There we go. Okay, now we should have enough to buy the switch. Let me get this server up and going. A lot of running around. All right. Unlock. Then buy. Kind of wish you could read this when you weren't in the store, or when you are in the store. Buy a cable in the online store and connect server with the network switch. Okay. So we should just need one RJ45 cable, I'm assuming. And are they certain links or are they magic? Unlock for 500 XP. I don't have that much XP. We got to go mount this first. It's a little slow with all the running around and whatnot, but where is my switch? Didn't I buy a switch? Did I forget to hit checkout? Put the switch there, but I guess I didn't actually hit checkout. There we go. We didn't catch the truck. All right, there we go. Got a little 1U switch. That might actually be like a 4U server. This is big. We're gonna do good old tour top of rack switch here. It's only gonna let me put it that high. Alrighty. We take these out and move them around? Oh, we can. Looks like it only goes in like 4U increments for whatever reason. I don't know how detailed the game is going to be when it comes out. This is just a demo, so I don't know how complete it is. All right, now we need an RJ45 cable. So if we scroll back down here, we want to Cat6C blue. Does it say what color? No, it doesn't specify a color. So, all right. Unlock that. We'll buy some of that. Don't forget to check out. So it looks like the cable comes in a spool. Do we get to do like cable management? It has 100 meters. So we would want like some Panduit on the sides and all kinds of good stuff. This has a couple different ports. It doesn't look like they're labeled. There's no differentiator here. Interact. I don't see like any way to cable manage this. So guess we'll just do that. Oh, that's a bummer. Don't do that. Because then when you're messing around in here, you got a giant cable in the way. Sign first customer. Before this, recommend to have around 5 servers already connected. Okay. I don't think we have enough experience points to get 5 servers going. So can I just drop this here? Yeah, there we go. Because the servers are kind of pricey, right? We have lots of money, we just don't have the XP. Is the XP only to unlock? Oh, it's only to unlock. I got you. It's only 300 bucks. Let's get 4 more of those. Should have plenty of cable since it just kind of goes point to point. Now, can I pick up more than one of these? No. Okay. Well, we are going to rack some servers then. Actually, if we do it from this way, does it animate better? Right through my forehead. Do we not have to hook up power? I don't think this is going to be very detailed from the looks of it. There's a lot that goes into this, you know, power capacity, cooling capacity. In a lot of data centers, you'd have rows of racks like this, and then these tiles would have vents, and they would be blowing cold air. The cold air goes in the server, hot air blows out the back, and then there's other tiles here with vents that are sucking in the hot air. So you have your hot aisle versus your cold aisle. But I don't think they're going to get that detailed. Let's go get all these servers hooked up and we'll see what we can do. Run. Now it won't let me put it up there, so that's a good thing. I shouldn't be able to put it up there. I keep mouse clicking, and that's not what we... Then typically you would have some kind of PDU in the rack for your power distribution, and you could have redundant legs. Each of your servers would have usually 2 power inputs. Yeah, there's not even any power. It's just networking. These are battery powered servers. All right, that is all. Let's grab this again. We only used half a meter of cable, so I think we're going to be good. Let's actually redo these then. We're going to wire these from the top. So if I right click, I can actually remove that cable. Nice. So my engineer brain wants to do this nice and neat. So we're going to go from here to there, and then from there to there. Get what I'm doing here? Yeah. But I would want some cable management, so this was all nice and neat and tidy. That's gonna bother me. There we go. They're all networked up. Time to kickstart these bad boys. Are we using DHCP? What are we doing here, folks? Sign first customer. Let's get our servers turned on. The sounds aren't too bad. Normally you would have, with this size server, you'd have a big fan ramp up when you first turn this on, and once the BIOS gets bootstrapped and whatnot, and it starts taking over the fan speeds, it would ramp those back down and then manage this fan speed based on the temperature per normal. Now, do we have to like set an IP or something on here? Interesting. I wonder if we sign up a customer, do we have to like assign them an IP address or something? What's this? Is that customers? That kind of looks like customers on that. Network map. Okay. Might be getting ahead of myself. Well, it looks like we pull customers out of the closet here, so I guess that's good. Bermuda Triangle backup. I don't know if that's what we need or if that's customers. Okay, that is a customer. Interesting. Network ports. Subnet. Oh, you need to set up a server inside the subnet. Oh, okay. We need to set it in there. So you do actually have some networking to this. Cool. Okay, so this is a customer, I guess? Or is that just for backups? I'm really confused. Time to production. Oh, yeah, that looks like that is a customer. Okay, so the subnet is that. We got a /28. And we need to assign them an IP address, apparently. 59.122.15. We do a slash. 15.0/28. We'll just put it on .2. They just want one server, right? 59.122.15. 59.122.15. What's this saying about network port here? Do I need to hook them over to there? Into the switch? Kind of what it looks like. We're on a time crunch now. It kind of looks like we need to hook them up to here. That's SFP. That's RJ45. So does this mean we can use the... we can use the cable management here. Okay, now we're talking. I want you to come over to here and then to there. You come across here. It's going to be loosey-goosey. It's just a demo. And I'll come over to... Yeah, that's not what we want. Over to there. Cable's kind of weird. And then in theory, we can just hook it into the switch somewhere. It's theory. Drop that on the floor for now. Servers, current speed. This is all red, so that's probably bad. That did something. Is it happy? I don't know. Doesn't act like it's happy necessarily. What am I doing? I have no idea. I mean, normally you would have your switch. Are they wanting us to connect it to each server? Like this is management, and then this is where the other ports where we hook up the customer. There's not a whole lot of direction here. Let's try that. So perhaps they're wanting, they're wanting to come over to, like, say, oh, that removed the whole cable? I can't remove the cable. All right. Weird. All right, well, we're going to have to rewire this. I wonder if you can only send one cable at a time through these. And then into there. Aha! There we go. Yeah, so this would be like your management, your internal network, and then this is the customer network interface, apparently. Time to production. 5,000 IOPS. They need... how many? They need 55,000? Wait, what? I'm really confused. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Do we need more servers? I don't know how this switch comes into play. We only have 2 ports here. It says we don't have enough IOPS, which doesn't make any sense because that has nothing to do with networking necessarily, unless you're doing like iSCSI or something. Huh. Okay, well that's there. What does this do? No idea. Route evaluation ended. Okay. Effective speed, 5,000 IOPS. Now what? F1 for help? Nope. Oh, you can middle mouse click for zoom. Oh. Some genius forgot to turn the switch on. I'm a genius, I tell ya. Bring cable. What, can I pull that back out? That's what I want to do. I want to pull you out. Can't just... excuse me, I can't just unplug that apparently. Well, let's test the theory that I can now actually use the switch since it's turned on. If this was real gear, it would be a lot easier. I don't know like what works and what doesn't work on this fake stuff. There we go. Okay, yeah. Now the switch is actually working because it's actually hooked up. All right, so let's get some more servers online, I guess. We'll just start setting IPs. So if we go to this and I say copy, I come down here and I say paste, then I say delete, and I make you 3. Paste, delete, 4. Okay. We say paste 5. All these guys online for this customer apparently. And delete, and it was 6, I think. Yeah, 5, 6. There we go. We're halfway there. We need more servers. It said at least 5, but apparently I picked the one that needs more servers. Don't think we're going to make the 5-minute time limit. We'll try. Look out, servers coming through. We'll see how many we can stuff in this rack. No, I put that in the wrong slot, but I think it's all the same size slots. So we should be good. It's always fun when you get like halfway through racking something and you realize you're one nut off. You're like half a U too low. Go, go, go. At least we can just do to the top of the rack switch. Now that some genius actually turned the switch on. Alright, let's get... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. You gotta be very careful when you click on the button. Not just the server. Alright, let's get these guys cabled up. Whoa! Get a little too close. Yeah, that one's already connected. So need to go to you. To you. Really, it really hurts my soul that I can't do cable management. Look at that, you can see the electrons flowing over the cable. Alright, those are all good. Now we just need to go... can I crouch? I can crouch. Excellent. Just need to go get these things IP'd. So paste. You were .7. I do like that you can paste in here. That is super handy. Stuff flying out of the server. You 9? Yeah, 9. And then we got 10. No pressure. 2 minutes 48 to go. How are we looking? 50. We need one more server. Crap. I didn't do my math. Didn't do my math right. All right, we need a server, and we need another switch. We need a rack. Let's do this. Can we use? I don't think I can use that. I think it's static. I'll have to look at that later. All right, magic growing rack goes there. Oh wait, no, I should move this. I put that in the wrong spot. I should have put it over here. But I put it in the wrong spot like a dummy. One more server. At least you don't cut your fingers all up on the cage nuts. My IT infrastructure homies know what I'm talking about. Whoa! Alright, we're going to go from you to you, and then we're going to go from you to you to you, and then we're going to see Oh, we can run multiple through here. Excellent. I was hoping that was the case. These are all going over to this customer. I could just run it to the other switch, but we'll do this for now. I don't know. I don't know if you can daisy chain switches together like you would in real life. I don't know if that works. All right, we need to say turn you on, turn you on, paste, and that was 12, I think. It's 12, right? Yeah. 55,000 out of 55,000 IOPS with no time to spare. Nice. We're making money. 5.5 per second. Okay. Well, that was exciting. 11 servers. Boom. I should have done my math. That would have worked better. I kind of wish it'd let us put the racks here. Suppose I have enough money, I could set that all up and do that differently, but okay, so each one of these closets can be a different customer. Is that how that works? So they need like better servers, basically. So this customer can only do one. It takes yellow servers, and then these have an end of life on them. These servers only last like 2 hours or less. Interesting. Then what happens? I don't know. But anyway, it's like an interesting game. I'm going to follow it on Steam, and I'll keep an eye on it. Looks like it has some possibilities. It's kind of interesting. Well, there are some notes here. Don't want LACP going out to the WAN. Yeah, that'd be bad. So I wonder if you can like cross connect the switches and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how detailed this gets. Let me take another quick look in the shop. So we got some more servers. So we got what they're calling RISC servers, GPU servers, mainframe servers. We've got the other switch here that looks like it has just SFPs. So it'd be like your uplinks probably. This just has 16 RJ45. But it is a 10 gig switch though. Interesting. We do get some patch panels. Nice. Unlock for 0 XP. I didn't even see that there. Let's get one of those to take a look at it. As far as cables go, we got just different colors, and then we got some SFPs we can put in. Neat. This could be kind of fun. Especially if they do interesting things like cable management and whatnot. So these go in the back. You have room. We need the ability to set like specific U levels. I think that would be nice. Is that just a... Yeah, it's just like a cross connect. I don't know why in this case you would use those. I guess it saves you rerunning all these cables if you wanted to put the patch panel up top. So we can't put it like there. There's room up there. Let me put it in there. So yeah, you could put a patch panel and then you'd have all these things go into your patch panel. And then when you need to replace the switch, you don't have to rerun all these. So cool. I didn't even see the patch panels in there. But that would be what those are for. Neat. You got the little electrons flowing. That's fun. We're only making 0.18 XP per second. So it's not great. Why is the one going super slow? Because it's just one server? Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, that's a look at the demo. Go check it out on Steam. There'll be the link in the description as usual. And I'll be keeping an eye on it, like I said. Thanks as always for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.